we're now heading off to Crosbies Hut to do a FMC Love Your Hut and clean it up. Oh, what a lovely location. So if you want to know where the word Crosby came from, oh, spray on, wipe off. Yeah, that's good. This is my latest purchase. It's a Bivvy tent. So the flex tail comes with a whole lot of different little attachments. Dyed Outdoor 4.9 R-rated mat. This is actually my indie one, my Lanshan one. What happened in 1989? They found one body. I just find that camping simply is just so healing, so rewarding. This is my little Bivvy shelter. It's actually quite a good feeling just doing something for others. Good morning, sleepyhead. Really good, Arnold, having this 7-seater. What do you reckon?
Fantastic. Yeah.
You boys, you got enough room back there?
Yeah, man. You seem a bit crunched up in the front, Dave, on your knees.
So we've got young Ray in the back. We've got Dr. John here. We've got Malcolm in the middle. And we got Old Salt Graham. And of course we've got Captain Conservative. Yeah, it's nice having the crew back again, and for me to have the front seat all to myself. We're in the Booms Flat campsite. Plenty of options. We're going to be leaving our car there. Oh, well, let's just introduce you to the team. So we have
Malcolm.
John.
Arnold.
Skinny Santa. Oh, Graham.
Ray.
And that's the team, all 6 of us, to head up to Crosbies Hut from Boom Flat campsite.
You can jump it. You can't in the total of it.
Probably not allowed to, eh? Hello guys. Hello. With Nick at the moment, and he's just come back from Crosby's and I've got a few words to say.
We've had an awesome hike. It's a great track, especially the new track from Boom's Flat Car Park. And the hut's brilliant. It's just a really fun walk.
We've been walking for just on an hour and we've come to this track Junction. It appears to be closed and it goes down to the, I think it's pronounced Waitaranga campsite. This is Tabletop. Apparently one of the most unpleasant hikes in the North Island. So I've got to do that one at some stage, John.
We do.
Would you be into that?
I'd be happy to do that.
Yeah, apparently it's just one big
Bog hole.
bog hole. 1 hour and a half or 30 minutes? 30 minutes.
It's an hour and a half. I'll go with the 30, but it's not.
Yeah. It's got my favourite colour there. Orange peel corner. Why do you think they call it orange peel corner? Oh, that's a beautiful old tree that's fallen over. Somebody's got that sign mixed up. It's 30 minutes from here.
No, the other one was an hour 30 and this one's 30.
No, but the dock cart did say 30, so I'd say someone's actually marked that song wrong. We've just got to the Karangi intersection, so this is the way that we're going to go down out tomorrow, and it's taken 4 hours and 12 to get to this point, but to be fair, we've probably stopped for 12 minutes.
Ultra post, probably.
So here it is, folks, Crosbies Hut. It's taken us just over 4 hours, somewhere between 4 to 4.5 hours. Some history there. Oh, what a lovely location.
Oh, got it.
Woo.
Yo,
Well done.
shit.
Welcome. Welcome to my home.
What a view.
Not bad. This is actually quite lovely. Little seat here that you could sit and think. Would that still be Table Mountain? No.
Yeah, that's tabletop.
Is that Tabletop Mountain there?
I suppose so.
Wow. So expansive out here.
What's that? We got to the right? No, it looks like it.
I likes it.
No, actually no, what are you hanging up, man? Or cook's beach maybe, like a cook's.
What's the hut like there? Hello. Oh, here we go, look. Beautiful stainless steel benches, candle holders, lovely little stove. Not too bad. We'll have a bit of a read about that. So there's 10 bunks here, yep, number 10. And yeah, you'll pay $25 a night in here. So this is the views that you'll have from the table. It's not too shabby now, not too shabby. Water tank. Outside sink, there's your woodshed. Let's have a look at the toilets. Oh, we're going to have to clean up the outside of that. That'll all have to be cleaned up. Someone down there? Oh! We'll designate Ray for that one. Let's go and have a look at the campsite. So this is where we came in. Yeah. Alrighty then. Just going to set up my tent now and I'll be right with you. Alrighty, so this is my latest purchase. It's a bivvy tent by a company called Knot, as in a rope knot gear. Got it on AliExpress for New Zealand $67. It only took about a week to turn up. So tried it out once on the backyard and worked really, really well. And I did an Instagram on it. So allegedly it was 310 grams, but in actual fact when I weighed it, it was probably a little bit closer to 350 to 400. Currently at the moment it is 3:30. Let's see how long it takes to set up now, shall we? Right, I'm actually finished, so that's taken 4 minutes. What I'll do is I'll just get all my gear out and I'll come back and I'll show you the complete setup. Flex Tower 5.1 and it is absolutely amazing. So let's start with the Dwight Outdoor 4.9 R-rated mat. That's the size of it. If you go into the description, I'll leave a discount code there for you. I think that's 15% for you. It does come with a pump sack, which I've never used because I have a flex towel. So the flex towel comes with a whole lot of different little attachments, and this is the one that I use for here. I gotta admit, it was so fast I couldn't time it. It's around about 30 seconds. Next comes the flex towel pillow. Now I've upgraded from the Kmart 3-Mart pillow to the flex towel. Comes in this lovely little package. Once again, I think my discount code should apply to you. I don't get anything for it. I actually don't bother using the flex towel for it because it's so quick. Should be 3 breaths. Let's have a look. Well, that's actually only 2. That's because I'm full of hot air. Now the really cool thing with the flex towel pillow is it comes with this strap, so I can just put that over my mat and so the pillow doesn't slide around. It's really important to put all of these little bits and pieces together. Everything goes into my sleeping bag, cramp bag. So the flex towel comes in this lovely little packet and you can take these accessories off and just put them in the packet. And I went out and purchased the flex towel tripod, and it comes with this little device which turns this into a night lantern. How good is that? Right, so I've been invited over to my good old buddy Graham's place. It's quite a hike actually, but let's have a go. Oh, g'day, Graham.
Not far to go yet, mate.
Right, so look, if you remember, Graham, the last time we had this up together was in the North Crater, and both our tents pretty much got flattened. And as a result of that, Graham's come up with a really clever invention. So do you want to show us it?
Yes, well, this is a little Zempire mono tent.
Yeah.
It's a great little tent except for hurricanes.
Yeah,
Doesn't
apart from hurricanes.
But the only issue I have with it is that around where your head space is,
Yep.
it's very narrow and
Yeah,
you
it
end up
is.
sitting up and it brushes your head. So I've just got a little spreader which if you point your camera you'll see, and it just gives that little bit of head space without damaging the feather.
Oh, look at that. It's a noodle. Do you think you could reach out to Zempire and suggest this innovation?
Possibly. They do have a version of this
Yeah, they do have
which
it.
has a spreader. but
Yeah,
if
it
you
does
just
have has a wishbone through the middle here.
Yes, but this is just the mono tent.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
this is a way of making the mono into a little bit more of a usable tent. There you go.
And that's what we love about camping. It's
A bit of innovation.
yeah,
eh?
a bit of innovation. So I've loaned him my Lanshan Indy 1 from Intense Outdoors. Now it took me 4 minutes to put mine up. I think Graham took about 10.
Is that tent pole go on the inside or outside?
I think I better give him a hand. I'll come back to you in a minute. This is Graham's Zempire mono, central rib line. And he's come up with this innovative idea, but you can get a new Zempire that has a wishbone across the top. This is actually my Indy one, my Lanshan one from Intense Outdoors. That's made by Awesome, and yeah, I actually quite like this tent. It weighs in at 1 kg, and that's the room that it has. And I've provided a carbon pole, and there's a footprint, and I'll be probably wanting to sell this, I think, for $200 if somebody's interested. And I'm hoping that might be Ray. This is my setup over here. So the Knox gear, $67, around about 350 kgs for this. It has these little tensioners. There's a carabiner on the front with a lovely line and a line lock. And yeah, this is my setup. So the flex tower can be converted into a lantern with the tripod. That's my setup for charging my GoPro batteries. Absolutely love this. My Nightcore headlamp. This is little 350 litre for my methylated spirits for my Trangia and my pot system. And I'll have that, and of course that's my Aeropress Go collection of pots. I'm going to be asking for a new one of these for my Christmas present from Cedar Summit, and yeah, just my bits and pieces. The Kia stash for my rubbish, which I absolutely love. One of my favourite pieces of kit is this food cell from Kathmandu, and yeah, Love Your Hut. So we did Wonga Ihu a year ago, Crosbies Hut today. So let me show you inside. So plenty of room for a single person. My 650 loft Cedar Summit down bag, but what I've done is I've brought along my Bivvy bag just to protect the bag itself. Hopefully that's okay. You can see I've got Stuart's pack sitting beside me, and I've got plenty of room in here. And of course I've got my Peak XV mat, 4.9 rated mat from Dwight Outdoors, and my flex towel pillow, which is strapped to the mat. And I picked this up not so long ago, so this is my sit mat. AliExpress again, which I think is only about $3.50. I'm going to put that under there tonight. I think I might just have a coffee now and be a little bit antisocial and have it down here, because the guys tend to like talking, and it just does interrupt with the video. So we'll sort that out now. And yeah, how good is that? Now the tragedy in the memorial next door is in 1989 two tourists, Urban and Heidi, went missing while tramping in the area. Despite a thorough search concentrated around the Crosbie settlement, only one body was ever found about 70 kilometres away. Allegedly, I think it was John Tamahiri was the perpetrator, but yeah, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Right, now Arnold's leaving first thing in the morning, and so he's doing the honourable thing and doing a little bit of Love Your Hut.
I'm doing all the insides and now I'm going up. I've got the ladder out.
Would you like a medal or just to pin it on?
No, I just don't worry. As long as you can see the difference. I'm going up there because those other ones need a bit of TLC up high.
Well, these are pretty bad, aren't they?
Hey, you know what it's just mould.
Well, I've got the window cleaner.
Yeah, I've got that, I'm going to it. But it's just a shame we don't have Edwards Hardy product to spray on the side.
Yeah, that would take
We'll
this,
come back next order.
take all this lichen off if we had Rolling Stone.
Mould off.
Spray on, wipe off.
That's the one. Now next height.
I'll tell you what was really tough though, was carrying this jolly ladder for 4.5 hours from the car park.
Oh, yeah, it was hard work.
Really hard work.
Look at that mould. This mould's just peeling off.
Yeah, no, that's because of the quality product I bought, but it looks like you just about gotten through it already.
Yeah, I have. I've done all the inside.
Oh my goodness, I didn't think you'd go through a whole bottle.
Just a bit more on the out. But I've got a wet damp rag, so that's all good.
There is so much lichen on this long on colour steel. Lichen starts to turn up around about year 6 on a long on colour steel roof. And yeah, I use a product called Rolling Stone. It dilutes 1 to 15, and you'll buy 2 of those for $99, as opposed to buying Wet and Forget, which dilutes 1 to 5, or 30 seconds, which dilutes 1 to 4. So if you do the maths, the dilution ratio is cheaper by using a product called Rolling Stone. Right, this was one of the things that was highlighted to me, but it's just not holding. It's got to be shaved down a little bit there, I'd say. Woohoo! There you go. The door will shut now. Look at these. Just a couple of whackers. So if you want to know where the word Crosbie came from, in the 1980s, Thomas and Agnes Crosbie took up one of the lots sort of around what is called the Crosbie settlement. So we're currently here at the settlements around here somewhere. 7 children in 1865. In the 1917 they were collecting gum, so the Crosbie boys were collecting gum and selling it to the traders in Thames. In 1926, what is known as Crosbie settlement was abandoned. The word on the street was, this is pretty blunt. What I'm going to do is we'll try to take a bit of a file to this and sharpen this up. We're getting there. I think someone's been cutting rocks with it. Yeah, if you got the...
It feels like you're at home, but it's not your home, it's someone else's. And...
Yeah, thanks for getting on to it, Arnold.
Yeah.
Woohoo! How about that now? Doing the hedge trimming there, Ray.
Hard yakka.
With my slasher. Which probably not the easiest thing to use, but
Are you supposed to be pruning native plants?
we didn't. Graham doesn't even have the energy to do his shoelaces up.
No, can't bend over to do that.
Sorry, sir, would you like me to?
Look at this.
Old man, hey, would you like me to double knot it so you don't lose the laces?
Thank you, Outdoorsman Dave.
Yeah, my pleasure, son. Look at these guys. It's Ray and Arnold around the corner.
Oh, Outdoorsman Dave, you want?
Yeah. You're a good man, John. What do we got down here?
Oh, mate. She's full of wildlife. She's pretty wild.
Pretty wild?
Ooh, she's got a flavour.
Oh, she's pretty ripe. Oh, you're a good man, Graham.
Should we go for it?
Aye.
It's got to be done,
Oh,
mate.
it does need to be done.
Yeah, that's what happens. You draw the short
Oh,
straw.
look. I didn't realise there was any straws drawn. That door's pretty bad.
Pretty grotty, isn't it?
Yeah. Will it work on there?
Yeah, well, look at that. Lifting it a bit.
Alright.
Bit of that. What is it? Elbow grease. That's
Elbow
what we have.
grease.
Elbow grease.
You've got plenty of it, Graham.
Oh, mate, look at that. After all that hiking, I've still got a bit of energy left. Oh, smells better already. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. You want to rinse this out?
Make it a toilet B&B.
Yeah, I reckon.
Well, this is the second hut I've saved this year. The other one was Salvation Hut. You know, you really kind of hope those other YouTubers that actually make money out of it are pulling their weight because they're using the huts and doing something.
Good job.
Oh, manky. Manky. That's the way to do it, eh?
Yeah, flush all that.
Someone's got here, use sparingly, so I think we should have dropped a couple more in. I wonder how long this is going to last.
Do you know how much those are worth during COVID day?
Mate!
We're giving them away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Give-
nice. Good.
We'll give them two of them, mate.
Look at this. Good.
Okay.
Yep.
Don't have to use so sparingly now.
Beauty.
How's that?
Good job.
Still a bit smelly though. Now before you think all I'm doing is videoing other people working, well, you might actually be right, but it's quite a lot of effort actually project managing. How's that kindling getting on? Awesome. Oh Malcolm, that's an awesome pile. Let's hope the people that use that up replenish it. Look at that, it was empty before. What's young grasshopper up to?
Cleaning out some mess around a rat pile.
Oh, and John's into wiping down the mattresses. Right, well that was a good first day's effort, the hike in, and we've broken the back of most of the cleaning. Now the guys are all going to have dinner up in Crosbies Hut, and to make it easier for you, we can't have so much background noise with all them talking, so I'll cook my dinner down here, such as the sacrifices you have to make as a YouTuber. I'm going to be starting with 2-minute noodles, then I'm going to move through probably till sausages for tonight, and I'll have those in the breakfast as well. I love using non-gas systems because I just find them so much more quieter. Kind of more the spirit of camping. Seriously, you see some people camping these days, and each to their own, but I kind of look at it and I think, man, you're not really camping. All you've done is just change locations from a house with a solid roof on it to a house with a nylon roof on it, but really they've got all the mod cons, and I just find that camping simply is just so healing, so rewarding. This is my Camp Peak 350ml bottle. Yes, I got this one off AliExpress as well. It's my safety bottle, and in this I carry methylated spirits. Be a little bit careful using methylated spirits because you can kind of hardly see it. Now I will warn you that when you're using a Trangia system like I've got here, it really does pay to use a lighter that's got some kind of nozzle on it. or a match to get down there, but a bit lighter, you kind of end up burning your fingers a little bit. So this is my ever new titanium pot, and honestly I just absolutely love this. It's just the right size for my triangle trangia. This is my cedar summit plate, and I just really love this. It's of course the correct colour, and I have actually asked if the kids or who is my Secret Santa would actually buy me the cup, the Cedar Summit cup in orange. Who puts all the flavours in their megarine? I certainly do. Now I use the Kia stash. This is where I throw all my rubbish. I'm going to cook up some sausages, and I can do that because I actually have a backup trangia. Very, very simple system. Trangia cross arms. What I love about camping so simply is you just slow everything down. I just tend to find everything really, really peaceful. I have 3 for dinner tonight and 1 for maybe breakfast. I actually don't tend to eat breakfast because I fast 16 hours a day. These are just some cheap tongs that I found at the $2 op shop. This is becoming one of my favourite go-to meals. It's the Cinderella mashed potatoes. Now whenever you snuff out a trangia, be sure to use the snuffer ring because it doesn't have a ring in it, an O-ring, whereas the lid does, and you'll end up damaging that lid. And it's gone. I'm going to turn the simmering on to around about half, and this will slow the flame down. The peas are cooked. Now that's a real meal. Bon appetit, folks. So look, I'll just finish this and then I'll come back to you.
Thank you for throwing that 5 out.
Well, I had no choice.
Oh, good.
So you threw a 5 out.
2.
No, but your 5's a wild card. You could have gone out. You would have minus 10 points.
Oh.
This is my little bivvy shelter. You know what? This is going to be the first time ever I think I've ever slept under just a tarp. So it'll be interesting. So look, if anything else develops tonight, I'll let you know. But failing that, well, it's, you know how it goes. Good night, everybody. You off, buddy?
Yep, I'm off.
Oh, well, thank you so much for coming in and giving us a hand yesterday.
No, it's great. I really enjoyed it. I couldn't believe those windows. What a good job. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, bud.
Okay,
Thanks so much.
See you, Dave.
Good day. Bye now.
See you.
Got a bit of a battery issue and I've just had to swap to another SD card, so I didn't film any of the packing up. The goal this morning is to, Arnold's already left because he's got a funeral to get off to. We're just going to sort through the cupboards now, pull out any containers, and that'll be extra weight sadly, and then just wipe down the benches, sweep out the floor. Hopefully I've procrastinated enough down here packing the tent up that most of that's done now. No, good crew though. And yeah, we're going to head out of here like a bald man. It's all tickety boo. Let's all donate that. And that might encourage people just to keep this area clean.
Oh, okay. A little bit of recognition.
Sweet!
Yeah, that's everything there.
that's pretty much it. Put a few stickers in, but to be fair, there's already been quite a few. That's the previous one, and that's our latest. Thank you, Crosbies Hut. It's actually quite a good feeling just doing something for others. So enjoy, whoever comes here, and please try to do your best to keep it nice and clean. There's just one more job to finish off. Ashes only.
I want you to hold the lid up though.
Yeah. This is not a rubbish pit. And who would do that? Seriously, I mean, you'd have to have no brains. Oh, you're a good man, John.
Well done.
Look at that, a whole jolly bag. And that pretty much concludes the deep cleaning of Crosbies Hut. How good is that? Did you enjoy that, guys?
Really good.
Yeah? Yeah. I feel like we're missing somebody. Oh, Ray's packing up the tent. Goodbye, Blowfly City. So currently at the moment it's 20 past 10. Thames, here we come. So there's been a lot of comments about this track being really muddy, and I can kind of see that it probably can get that way. But we've had a week of dry spell. Do you like the can you see the skids? When the settlement was here, they used to pull a sled effectively with a horse, maybe Clydesdale, and they didn't have wheels, and so they just scooted it over these what's probably Totra beams. Very, very prominent.
We'll make some dates and put it out.
We've been very, very fortunate.
Thought he'd have the camera out for that one. Graceful step.
It's a bit of an obstacle course.
It is a bit of an obstacle course.
Yeah.
You know, the occasional slip, guys, really helps the channel. Right, so we've been travelling since, what, 10:15. And from here it's an hour 35. And we've got 3 hours to go to get out. And this is known as Jamston. If someone can actually tell me what the reason for that is. Stop here for lunch. Honestly, the walk from Crosbies Hut to the Jamtons has so far been my highlight. It's been a delightful hike. I can understand maybe if it's in winter they would be quite boggy, but we've experienced none of that. How are we all going, guys?
All good? Yeah, good, mate.
Yeah, good ass.
Sweet. Yep.
Okay, it's a little bit different. Gate to nowhere. No, it's a toll gate.
Really? Stop tolls.
Toll gate.
Troll.
Oh, okay.
Bit weird, isn't it?
How much do you want?
Alright, so here's the next junction. We'll be going left.
Why okay?
Thames via Karaka. That's us. Man, something around here smells right.
I'm sorry.
I just started.
No, it's more than that.
See what I mean? There's about 8 different ways you can come into the Crosbies Hut. It's just... Anyway, do we concur that we're going this way?
Yes.
Alrighty. I wasn't thinking you're gonna do that. Oh, that's no fun. It's interesting rock.
Yeah, it's sort of sulphur sulphury, isn't it?
It's very sulphury. In fact, it's got a bit of a smell too, isn't it?
I thought it smelled a bit sulphury.
You reckon?
No, that's lichen.
You're liking that lichen? Look at the red on this.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It's awesome. Actually, so's of you. Tabletop Mountain. Oh, this is really pretty. What'd you do with Ray?
Hey? Did he not get up? He stopped to have a little tea.
Look at that. Effortless. Back at the car park at the beginning of Irish Town, I think they call it. Currently at the moment it's 20 past 3. That means it's taken 5 hours from the time we left Crosbies Hut. But we've probably had a good half an hour of having lunch, and I'm absolutely sure Malcolm's had at least 3 hours of talking. Actually, that's the quietest he's been all trip. Anyway,
You want to ride back to the pub for your day?
well, we're heading off to find somewhere to have a coldie, and if you're watching so far, then thank you so much. I appreciate that. Right, our parched souls have just got back from a 5-hour tramp. Which building do you think that they're going to? To the left for their souls, or to the right for the parch? Oh, there's a bit of an... Hey guys! It's like the tapping wind. Was a really top effort, so cheers. Cheers. Woohoo! That's another hut down. Which hut do you think we're going to do next year?
Food.
Hey, something
That's
kind
a
of
good
a bit
question.
different,
Yeah,
eh?
something to ponder. South Island might be nice.
Yeah, I don't know if FMC do that. All right, hey, so highs and lows. What would your highs and lows be, John?
I think one of the highs is just learning so much about cycling.
Bingo!
No, I really enjoyed the just time to get it, hanging out. It's good track though, good scenery.
Yeah.
Nice variety of walking the hut. The views amazing, so it was great.
Sweet. Malcolm?
Good fun cleaning.
Oh, I think the absolutely perfect weather. It wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold, it was just lovely.
So it's like a Goldilocks weekend
It
for
was a
you.
Goldilocks weekend weather-wise and trip-wise. My lows, no, I don't have a low. There wasn't anything I considered to be bad. It was just good. Good weekend, mate.
So all that hard time we gave you, it's not a low. That's great. Ray?
Yeah, like Graham alluded to it earlier, having out with the guys. Weather was good. Cleaning the hut was good. But, yeah.
It's a
Not my
nice
favourite,
feeling
but-
actually, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's good to see what you've changed
Yeah.
when you look back and go, yeah, I think
No?
we made it better than what we expected.
Any lows?
it is. No real lows.
Graham?
Yeah, same as the guy said, it's all hanging out together, getting to know each
Yeah,
other
it
and
is.
spending time. And it was good to do something in the hut, to contribute to the huts, and that's a good feeling.
Yeah.
I suppose the low for me was toilet duty wasn't that flash. There was
No.
a definite aroma about that toilet that I don't really want to go back to.
Yeah. Taking that one, Graham.
Yeah, I think that was a team one.
Yeah.
Actually, I got with the start of the job on the windows that first day. Just got in there and
Well, he kind of had to start yesterday, eh? Because he was leaving
I
too
was
early this
holding the
morning.
ladder.
yeah.
So my high would be, look, it's just really good to get the whole team back together again, and we're not doing that often at the moment, so that's a high. It is a kind of a nice feeling to actually give and do something out. That's a high. The low would be that first K getting to the first junction coming up from Boone's Flat. That was actually quite tough, I thought. But the real high would be coming out today on the Karaka track on a sunny day. That track was awesome. So, yeah.
And those red cliffs were pretty interesting.
Oh, the red cliffs, yeah.
Quite stunning.
Alright, so that's us. So thank you so much for watching. And you know what to do. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe, and please leave a comment. And we'll catch you again on another Federated Mountain Club Clean Up a Hut in a year's time. Thanks for watching now.